Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Rachel with Nighttime Mommy Reviews, and today you clicked on that link because you saw air fried chicken. That's right, we're going to be making air fried chicken in the Ninja Foodi grill. You guys, it tastes so amazing. The skin is so crispy. It's amazing. I will be showing you how to make that. I have the ingredients in the description box below, and if you're interested in any of the items that I used today in the video, I will have the links for that below as well. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more Ninja Foodi grill recipes coming your way all year long 2020 on Nighttime Mommy Reviews. But until then, let's go ahead and dive right into making air fried chicken. Okay, so what you're going to need for the marinade is you're going to need a bowl. You will also need 2 pounds of chicken, whatever chicken you want to use. I'm using drumsticks, so I got the family pack here. And then you're also going to need for the marinade, you're going to need 1 cup of buttermilk. And then you need to season your buttermilk. So you will also need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and garlic, and then paprika, sorry. So in order to get that started, you're just going to pour your buttermilk in, then mix in your salt, paprika, garlic powder. Alright. Oh, you know what? I'll put this over here. Mix it all together really well. And we're seasoning this because we're going to dip our chicken in this. And everything that we season is just going to add flavor. You can add hot sauce to the buttermilk if you wanted to. That's optional. If you wanted to add the hot sauce, it'd be about 1/4 of a cup. You also need a avocado oil or grapeseed oil. I'm using the Evo oil sprayer with avocado oil in it. And then you need to season your flour. You will need 1 cup of flour, and I will have everything in the description box if you wanted the ingredients. But you just need 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. Okay. Then we need to season our flour, and we're going to mix it all up. But I'm using a bag. You can use a bowl, but it's just a little bit easier with a bag. So this is for the breading. So after you add the 1/2 cup of cornstarch, you'll need 1 teaspoon each of paprika, okay, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. And remember, it's just 1 teaspoon each. Okay. Let's mix that. I'm gonna seal it. Oh, there I go. Make sure it's closed. Alright, so I am actually going to bring out the chicken, and we are going to start with breading the chicken. So give me 1 moment and we'll be back. Okay, so now we have our drumsticks. You're going to just dip it and rub it really well, dredge it in the buttermilk. Okay, so I'm just rolling it around. And then you want to shake the excess off. Okay. Now, I'm just going to place it right here. I put aluminum foil down because what we have to do next is bread it. So just kind of dredge all of the chicken. And then when you put it down, you're also allowing it to marinate. So let's see. Okay. So we're going to bread or marinate all of the chicken in the buttermilk. So I'm going to get all of these done, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now I have marinated all of the chicken in the buttermilk, and now is the fun part. So we are going to add 1 at a time. You can kind of squeeze it and just rub it everywhere. Make sure you're really patting it on. Okay. And find your drumstick in there. Okay, make sure it's finely coated. We're going to put that down and do this for all of them. So again, just pressing it into the buttermilk so it sticks. Needs to shake, just so it really gets on there. Okay. Just shake it a little bit. Put it down. And do this for all of them. So let's do this for all of them. Then we can come back and start preheating and doing all the fun stuff. Okay, so now I have floured all of my drumsticks. And if you have chicken breast, it's the same thing. So I floured everything, but you want it to absorb. So you want to let it sit for about at least 5 minutes for the flour to sink in. Then we're going to do it one more time where we are going to just use the leftover flour and really press it in. So I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes and then we can dip it again in the flour. Then we'll allow it to sit for another 5 to 10 minutes and we're ready to spray it and get it ready for the air fryer, okay? Alright, so we're back. Now you'll start to notice that after 5 minutes the chicken doesn't look as floury. So this is why we're adding a second coat. Now it's going to look like that after as well, but you want to make sure you have a thick coat. If you really like the skin of the chicken, that's what you want to do. So you want to make sure you let it sit though, because if you don't let it sit, it's not going to stick as well when you're air frying. And you want to press that in. So press the flour onto the chicken. You won't really have the texture you want. So that's why you want to spread it again and press it into the chicken. You don't have to re-dredge it in the buttermilk because the chicken is still wet from the buttermilk and it just absorbed what it could from the flour. So see how it's still wet? I don't know if you can kind of tell, but yeah. You just want to re-flour it. Okay. This is the final step before we can spray it. I promise no more flouring after this. As you notice, I tap it at the end just to get anything excess off. It doesn't matter if there's too much excess, but just get as much as you can off. Okay. So do this for all of them. Press it in. Alright, I'm going to do this for the remainder of them. Then we're going to let them sit for 15 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes. 10 minutes to allow it to absorb the flour again. And then we can spray it with the oil sprayer, okay? Okay, so let's preheat the Ninja Foodi Grill. We're going to do air crisp at 375. And we're going to do 30 minutes. Typically about 25 minutes is needed, but we're going to do 30 just in case. Let's shut the lid. We will allow it to preheat. And let's start spraying our chicken. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and spray the chicken. What you want to do is just make sure you cover every part of flour that you see. Now, the reason you want to do this is because if you miss the flour, you will have that floury taste. And believe me, you don't want that. Just make sure. See, this is why I like the Evo sprayer. I have the other mister with rapeseed oil, but I saw one of the YouTubers had an Evo sprayer and I just had to have it. So it's really awesome. So just thoroughly cover the chicken with oil. Believe me, this is a lot better than having to dredge it in oil and cook it in oil. or so much oil anyways. It's a lot healthier. So just cover. And when you flip it, and you'll see when we flip it, if you notice that there's still some oil spots, you can just spray as needed. And I'm just making sure I cover every part. So I already did that one, so. I'm just going to flip and oil. Okay, I did that one as well. Make sure you get rid of all the flour there. Alright, it's ready to go in the air fryer. Alright. So you may need to do batches, but the chicken cannot, and I really stress this, cannot be brought on top of each other. This is just so that you have the best breaded chicken there. So you want to make sure they're not touching. So I put about 6 drumsticks in there. And you can do batches. So we're going to do the 6. You can possibly fit 8, but I'm going to do 6. We are going to come back at 15 minutes and flip them, okay? So 15 minutes. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, so we're coming up on 15 minutes. Oh yeah, the skin is nice and crispy. We're going to go ahead and flip it. Okay. Then we're going to check on it in 10 minutes. Because these are drumsticks, so size might need the entire 30 minutes. But 25 minutes should be it. We will check on it. Alright. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright guys, so we're about 22 minutes in, and I just wanted to take a look at them, but they look like they're done. We're going to go ahead and just test a spot, just making sure that it's cooked all the way. Oh yeah, all the way, and it's cooked. Alright, so we are ready to bring these out. Take a look at how crispy. Oh, I'm zoomed in there. Let's bring them out. Alright, let's take a closer look. Alright, so there we have it, our air fried chicken. Let's go ahead and take a bite. That is so good, you guys. This is how you would make air fried chicken in the Ninja Foodi Grill. You guys seen how easy it was. There are a few ingredients, but it is a really good recipe. I definitely suggest making it. Now, make sure you hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you like Ninja Foodi Grill recipes. I'm going to have them all year long on my channel, 2020, on Nighttime Mom Reviews, every single week. That's right, every single week we're going to have new Ninja Foodi Grill recipes. So hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what your favorite side is with air fried chicken. But until next time, you guys have a great night.